Welcome back to another Sunday afternoon video. Well, I've been following a few things from the UK, and as usual, this so-called migrant crisis, they bring their so-called positive vibes in the country. Least or not least, an African chap was stopped in front of a school in the city of Carlisle, waving a big kitchen knife in front of the inhabitants. People taking their kids to school, probably it was the time they picked up the kids. And in the end, the cops tased him because he didn't want to stand down. And once for a while, the coppers had done a pretty good job on this. They should do it all the time. And it doesn't matter if you're a national or one of these dinghy divers which causes trouble. Crime has to be tackled instead of usually vocal singing or be the fault police for Starmer Orwell 1984 society, which they want to plasma. And there's been a series of arson attacks on the property of the Prime Minister, and they stopped an Ukrainian chap for this thing. Unbelievable. And over you've got these so-called newcomers, migrants, which are setting the light of their accommodations because they're not too happy about it. Strangely, if you come from a war-torn country, you come from been living in a wooden hut for the rest of your life, I think the houses in the United Kingdom are a lot more better, unless they're not rising damp or falling to pieces. Setting light to have another accommodation. And this is the typical, these so-called asylum seekers, phony asylum seekers do, even in Italy. They set fire. Difference to the detention centre where they're in. And what type of people come in the West? Incompatible between cultures. And clearly, if they do these things, they're not compass mentis in head. I think we shouldn't take it out on them, the poor devils. We should really take it out on the powers that be. Our governments who let these people in with ease. And when it comes to, they create problems, the coppers and the justice system, they tend to give them a slap on the wrists, maximum, for those type of crimes they commit. And if you're the one who speaks your voice against this migrant crisis, which is undermining society itself, you get banged up. 18 months. Prime Minister Starmer, or call him Stalin Starmer, you don't like people to tell the truth. Excuse me, we do not live in Soviet Russia or China or North Korea, not yet. But you're bringing the United Kingdom on that road towards with your crazy liberalism, Marxism, socialism. Then you have the culture when you got your arse beaten up in the by-elections by so-called Nigel Farage and his Reform Party, because people had enough. I don't think the Labour Party, who voted for you, voted for this rubbish of wokeness being invaded. There society, economy going down the toilet in the name of wokeness and political correctness. Excuse me, I have to start thinking you escaped from Ashford hospital, my dear boy, dear chappie. And immigration has always been a part of any country. When it's controlled, has benefits. When it's out of control, it's only a disaster. The fact is, we can't, let in every Tom, Dick and Harry because he says, I'm persecuting my country. It's not the truth. They are economical migrants, 95% of them, guaranteed. And the fact is, politicians like him, they don't want to hear the truth. For starters, we'll stop voting for them. And if it continues like this, the things getting worse, the people are going to have to uprise and take the things in their own hands. Or do you want to come to that point, then you can draw in martial law. The ridiculous thing is, they need a National Guard up there defending the infrastructure. It sounds like military service. When you introduce military service, it sounds like you're going to go to war with someone. Man, you're just a jinx for your United Kingdom, even for Western society. People who run their countries in a disastrous, incompetent way.